Buckle up, Buttercup. Live from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Podcasting around the world. You're listening to the GloucesterCast podcast, a production of Joey Shimataro and Good Morning Gloucester Media. Kick back, relax, and enjoy the show with your host, Joey Shimataro, and his crew of merry castaways. No piping plovers will be intentionally harmed in the production of this podcast.
Bluetooth. Live? Yep, we'll be right there. Publish. Close this down. Post published. All right. And here we are. We're live at the Cape Ann Motor Inn at the morning of the 50th anniversary. And they're going to have kind of a party this afternoon, right?
Absolutely. And I'm glad your Good Morning Gloucester is a part of it.
Brad Pierce, Lauren Caputo, Nicole Schraft is with us.
Morning.
Scotty Mack.
Good morning, Gloucester.
I'm your host, Joey Shimataro, and Pat Dalpiaz is on the keyboard back there. Brad, you've been a tremendous part of the community, the business community. You've given so much back, part of Rotary, part of the Chamber. Every time we're at these events, you're front and center. And I know that the Chamber is going to say their piece this afternoon about how much you've meant to the overall community and especially the business community. Can you give a little background on how you got involved with the Cape Ann Marina?
Cape Ann Motor Inn? Cut.
We'll edit that in post.
How many times do people do that?
I'll talk about that later.
Yeah, exactly. The Cape Ann Motor Inn. How it's been 50 years, obviously, but how did you get involved?
Well, I've only been here 49. I came down and applied for the job while they were building it, and the owner, the person who was building it, really couldn't talk to me that much because he was trying to build this hotel, and he did, in 30 days. He had 28 guys working for him. He put the whole hotel up in 30 days to meet the season. So I gave my application. I told him I graduated from Norwich University Military School, and he liked that. So he kept it. But he hired a friend of his that was a person years and years ago that was into gambling, and he was losing a lot. So he owed somebody about $50,000. So he robbed a bank.
$50,000 back then.
Right.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So he robbed a bank and went to jail. So Mr. Burkhardt came up to the Holiday Inn where I was working at the time and said, "We need you." And I go, "How bad do you need me?" And he said, "I'll give you $100 more a week, a company car, and a condo." Well, I never got the condo, but I started working right away for him, and I've been there ever since.
Wow.
That's a great story.
49 years.
Mob guy.
He knows some people that knew some people.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I know you have a ton of stories. And there's been, over the years, there's been a lot of famous people that have stayed here.
Sure.
Could you mention a few of those?
Lena Horne, Cheetah Rivera, Ben Vereen.
Ben Vereen.
Ben Vereen.
That's a name.
Bruce,
Yeah. Wow.
Chicken George.
Yeah.
And when he left, he yelled out, "Brad, thank you. You taught me everything I know." And I go, "You're welcome." And
Do we have that on video? Can we splice that in, Pat?
he got in a car accident and broke both of his legs, so he couldn't dance anymore. So he did the college circuit. He was going around all the colleges, and he stayed here because he was dating somebody from Gloucester at the time. So, so we've had Sam Elliott.
Best mustache on film besides Tom Selleck.
I mean, he was saying something to me, and I looked up and I go, "Oh my God!" And he wanted a vacancy, and we didn't have one. Paul Newman called, and I said, I'm sorry, we're full. And desk clerk called from another hotel saying, you don't have a room for Paul Newman? I said, that was Paul Newman? Is he still there? I can throw somebody out.
You can take my room.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of Bruins have played here by Mackenzie, a whole bunch of them. So,
and you guys
had a lot of fun.
You've recently gone through a rent. The rooms have been really updated
Yes.
nicely.
We spent over $100,000 in the last year because my daughter, she's bringing me into the 21st century.
They're good at that, aren't they?
Yeah, you've heard of Facebook and things like that, and TripAdvisor and Expedia. And, she's got me right into the 21st century. I don't even know how to take a reservation anymore. It's so computerized, but we're doing great. We're doing the best year we've ever had. Last year was better than the year before, and people are loving it. All the comments when people make when they leave, it's phenomenal.
The place is absolutely magic.
Sure, let's go to the ocean.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Thank you for that, sir. So this is your view. This is kind of a side view going down the beach. It has a 90 degree. It's built straight towards the beach, and the sound is so. I don't know if they can pick up the sound because the mic is a kind of like it picks up like from 6 feet pattern, but the sound for us and for your guests, I imagine.
Oh, they love it.
They just must. It's so cathartic, right?
Yeah, there's one lady that didn't like it. She said the ocean kept her up all night. And I go, what are you doing here? You know?
The ocean. To me, there's nothing more. Like medicinally or holistically, if you're in a bad place, mentally, anxiety or whatever, I defy you to say that if you came here and spent a weekend or even a week, probably be even better. It's even probably slower, and just keep the windows open and relax. I guarantee you, at the end of your stay, you're gonna feel really.
Well, if you listen to my stories, you're going to need therapy anyway.
I'm glad you mentioned by like the week or by the night because they do not do it by the hour here, Joe.
No,
it's not that type of place.
We found out that didn't work.
No, it didn't work.
That was before my time.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm sorry.
Lauren did preface me by saying that she was nervous about what you were going to be saying.
I know. I'm 73 years old. I pull out in traffic now. I say whatever I want. I don't care anymore.
Is this the head of public relations?
Yeah, I know it. So I should let her start talking. Yeah.
You also have doing a food truck here.
Yeah, we have the cow. I've been here for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Does some beach food during the good weather, beach weather. Sometimes he will open for breakfast sandwiches, and he has ice cream. It's been a great addition. Nicole, you can attest to that.
Yeah,
right?
I think I want for anyone who's not familiar with the Cape Van motor and can't see where we're sitting behind us. I think we'd be remiss, right, to not mention the ease and the speed with which you have beach access. You know what I mean? Like you pull in the parking lot, right at the end of the road, super convenient to get to. You walk through one door into your hotel room. Every room has sliding glass doors, and every single room has access to this big, long, beautiful deck with their own couple of chairs out front. And then to get to the beach, depending on what floor you're on, you walk down, 10 steps and you're in the sand. And
walking down,
it's none of that
barefoot.
Like walking down barefoot from your room, right from your own sliding glass door. Many or if not all of the rooms have at least refrigerators. Many have efficiency kitchens. So we have spent so many different nights here where literally you load up the car, you walk in the back or the front door of the room, you're in the sand, you run back up to get whatever you have in the cooler, you're back in the sand, the food truck's right there. Or you have you order a pizza from down the street, it's delivered to the sand there. Like the ease and it's really truly like one stop.
Well, people don't believe that we're right on the beach, and I have to explain to them if you fell off your porch, you'd land in the sand. How's that?
Right.
And they said, "Oh my God, you're right on the beach." And I said, "Well, there was a hotel here, the Long Beach Pavilion, and it burnt down in '65, and it was beautiful, bowling alley, dance floor, bar, had everything. And when it burnt down, the fire chief was fighting the fire, and it was his favorite place to come. And someone pointed out to him halfway through the fire, and said, 'Chief, "You don't have any pants on." He goes, "Oh my God!" He had a hat and a jacket and boots. He forgot to put his pants on. He was in such a hurry to get down here.
Oh my goodness. That's had a funny, interesting story that this building was built in 28 days, but
30 days.
38. Sorry.
Yeah.
But also it's the same exact plans as two other places in town.
Yes, my partner built the Captain's Bounty. He kept the plans and then built this place, and then he went to the marina, Cape Ann Marina, which was previously mentioned, and
Erroneously.
he built that place too. So.
You're a quick one.
And then he built the Gull too. So
It's just amazing. That's pretty efficient.
yeah,
You know?
So that was back in the days of zero red tape, I'm sure,
right.
and all up to code.
Well, he
Yeah,
poured the
bulldozers on
foundation
the
before he got
beach.
a building permit. He goes, "You're gonna have to give it to me. I've already got a foundation." So.
Lauren and Brad, what's your occupancy here when you're fully
100%.
Well, no, but I mean,
We have
how many
31
people can stay here?
rooms.
How many rooms do you have?
31.
31 rooms.
Yeah.
So the whole beachfront in front of the Cape Ann Motor Inn is their private beach. If you can see behind us, there's a little bit of a fence, nothing of an eyesore, but all the beach in front of them is private.
Yes.
So you have 31 rooms that gets to share this giant expanse of a beach. So not crowded.
Well, for 50 years, we've let the whole neighborhood join us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's signs out there now, and because of COVID, we put the fences up, but we've always let people in the neighborhood, everybody can sit out here. If they're having a problem with playing softball or drinking or loud music, we have the right to ask them to leave.
Yeah.
And if people can go across our property, go to the ocean, and if they get hurt, we're not liable because we have people can cross our property to get to the ocean. So we're
Speaking of joining us, people will be joining us here this evening.
yes. I mean, if you look at that beach now, it's going to be standing room only about 5:00. So hope everybody has a chance to come down. We have free food and
You have live
Hey.
music.
live music. The band starts at 5.
Yep, the
The
spins.
Spins.
Yeah.
Spin.
Great band.
Spins, yeah.
Okay, and we'll have a great time. We've got a ribbon cutting and with the chamber, and we've got cake cutting from Donut Jim's, and we have prizes for everybody. So gifts,
Prizes.
gifts. And
Contests.
yes. Well, no contest. Not going to go there. I'm too old for that.
Contests.
Well, there was. So speaking of that, there was. I didn't realize this. You have bikini contests. Here.
Yes.
And
Well,
then he had to add Macho Man after.
oh yeah, the first 20 years, people were going to the gas station and getting gas and saying, "How do you get to the Cape Ann Motor Inn?" And they'd send them to Essex Avenue. And I said, "Well, we got to get the word out a little bit more." So I think I had over 20 bikini contests in a row over 20 years. We had jet skis, we had windsurfing, we had Hobie cats. The Hobie cats were so pretty with all the sails out here that we made the front cover of Yachting Magazine, which goes from coast to coast.
Absolutely.
And so we've had a lot of fun. We're broadcasting live. One year, Miller Beer gave me 55 cases of beer, and we only went through 5. And I called them up and I said, "What do you want me to do with the other 50?" They go, "There aren't any more." And I go, "You know what? I got 50. No, you don't, Brad. You don't have any left." And I go, so I filled up my truck and went through town. I saw the chief of police, called him over. He took 2 cases. We just went right through town giving beer away to all the people I recognized.
Why wouldn't he?
Miller Beer.
Fantastic.
That's great.
I also noticed there's these really nice white lawn chair, beach chairs.
Sure, yeah.
Loungers. Those are available for your guests as well.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
nice feature.
And 2 chairs in front of every room you can take down to the beach.
You know, it's great when you don't have to lug a chair to the beach.
Yeah.
Because you already have it here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Cape Ann SUP is here as well, right?
Yes, yep, they're here for the season.
So how does that work? They have a little space in your parking lot?
Yeah, they set up a little tent over the corner.
Yeah.
And they have someone manning it all summer long, but right now, since it's really slow, they're not open fully just yet. But if you call and make a reservation, they will come and meet you. And
Wow.
you can do a lesson.
And they're doing very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
They love it here.
SUP.
Yeah,
They've been a great addition to our community.
Yes.
Yes.
Dominic and
Sup.
Annalise are
Sup.
Yeah. So how did
fantastic.
so did you want to tell the people how you met your wife?
My first wife.
I gotta say,
There's
which
a
one?
few.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
I went to the Holiday Inn to apply for the job, and she was standing next to the innkeeper, and she goes, hire him. So I got the job. And 2 months later, I was her boss. And then 3 months later, I was her boss's boss. And I just kept getting promoted. I loved it. I was a maitre d' in the lounge. bartending, assistant night auditor. I was sleeping on maintenance. I was sleeping on a cot in the maintenance room because they had to open up at 7:30 the next morning. And one story about her, a funny story, is someone came up and asked her a question, and she said, "Oh yes, go down the end of the hall and go all the way to the end. There'll be a lady there to assist you." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "What you asked me for? The restaurant?" He goes, "No, the restrooms."
Oh, mom's gonna kill you.
Full service.
Yeah.
Full service at the Holiday Inn.
Now, my wife now is a very lovely wife from, where's the camera?
Yeah.
From Rockport. Her name is Lindsay, and we're having a lot of fun. We
She's
travel.
a wonderful woman. I know your wife. You met her.
Oh, she's got a big heart. She'll be here this afternoon,
Yeah.
handing out candy to all the kids.
Oh,
So-
nice. Very nice.
Okay?
I guess the
She will not be assisting the restrooms.
No.
Yeah. I can't believe the story behind it. Like 38 days to build this start to finish. What
Yep.
kind of a crew they must have had.
Oh my God, they were sheetrocking and popcorning the ceiling before they even had the bathrooms in on the third floor. It just kept going up in teams, and he was such a carpenter. He did all the deck houses on the North Shore, and there were packages that would show up. I helped him unload them. We put them together. He was quite a carpenter. He owned Lobster Cove Market too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Now it's that fantastic restaurant, Tilly's.
Talise.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No, I haven't yet.
Gotta go. Fantastic. We love those people. They've been very nice to us, haven't they? You didn't go to that podcast?
I didn't. No, thank you. I didn't go to that podcast.
Nicole Dine and jumped down my throat.
She must have been on assignment.
She must have been
I must have been on assignment.
That's right. So, are you sold out for the summer? Do you have availability?
We're filling up fast for next year.
Yes.
Yeah, people before they leave, they make reservations for next year because they don't want to miss their date, their room, their whatever.
That's a nice feeling, huh?
Yes, we have a lot of regular customers that we love to see.
And we take their
They're-
pictures and we put them in our photo album. They love it.
And they used to come once a year. Now they're coming twice a year. Like
Yeah.
it's
We did the same thing with we have some
Great, yes.
lobster customers that
Oh, yeah.
for decades.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, generation after generation.
yeah, exactly. You see these kids when
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
So I
nuts, and
walk
now
the
they're,
beach
full
once a
adults.
year, and while I'm walking, I hear people say, "Grandma used to work for him." Oh my God, he's still alive. So I only do it once a year now. It's too depressing.
So, can you talk a little bit about your involvement with the chamber?
Well, I've been past president, small businessman of the year, been active in the chamber for 47 years, I think. It was the best thing I ever did. That and the Rotary Club, because you meet so many nice people, and I love dealing with people. I have so many friends over the years. My daughter has as many friends as I have. She's unbelievable how many friends she has. She's going to be the incoming president of the chamber next year.
Congratulations.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Thank you.
Brad, I'll be 47 this year.
47.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Lauren.
Thank you.
So people always ask me, and I'd like you to speak to this, Lauren. I'm going to put the mic right because I know you're kind of a quiet talker. But I'd like to. So give your 2-minute pitch, because I have my 2-minute pitch why people should join the chamber. I want to hear your 2-minute pitch why people should join the chamber.
Okay, well, I feel it's a great way to network with amongst the communities. It's a nonprofit that gives back so much to now all 5 communities, because now Ipswich is included with our greater Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce. And they do so much, and a lot of people don't know exactly what they do for the community. Government, there's councils and committees that everyone is able to join, and you learn so much, and it's just, I love being involved. I love the networking events and meeting new people.
Seminars.
Yeah,
Have
learning.
you been involved in any of the next generation?
Yes, I have. I've
So
done
can you
that too.
explain that? Because I know there's a push to get younger.
Yeah.
Yes, we're trying to get the young entrepreneurs involved, and we have a great core group right now, but we're always looking to build, and we have probably 4 to 5 large events a year. I have a beach party here in September, normally at the end of the season, and it's just great that we all get together and that's where you find your insurance company, or that's where you find your photographer.
Your
You know,
DJ.
yeah,
Your
your
DJ,
DJ.
yeah.
Like, it's just a great way to see people and find, use local businesses. And so,
You get so much out of it if you participate.
yeah, you have
But
to participate.
And even if you don't, if you're just a member of the chamber, that money helps raise the economy, and which helps everybody.
Yes, like right now we're Small Business Week.
Mhm.
Well, 2 weeks, and the big finale luncheon on Friday, we're giving away 5 scholarships
Right.
to local seniors in high school.
Yeah.
And
Mia
so that's
McCarthy got
great. Did you?
Mia McCarthy,
Yeah.
our friend
Oh,
Chris,
Mia.
who's on the
Yeah.
from Rockport. She
Oh.
got, I think she got $1,000 scholarship.
Yeah.
So
I thought
that's
you were
great.
alluding to that you were a senior and you received some.
I was
I thought he meant me and McCarthy.
I know, that's
was
what I
like, well,
thought.
That's a shame because
That's
that's
what
not
I
proper
thought.
English. Yeah. I was like, actually, it'd be McCarthy and I is what I was going to say. Which
Could've
is
used
so
that scholarship,
they were going to take the money right back. But now I know what you were saying.
I think one of your frequent flyers, Kathy Barlow, is chiming in to say hi.
Oh, wonderful, Kathy. We missed her this week. She was supposed to be here, so
Yeah, Kathy's
we'll see you soon.
one of our regular viewers.
Yes.
How's our audio? If somebody could chime in, how's the audio sound today?
I haven't gotten any comments.
Yeah, no, I think we have 4 bars here, so I think we're
Excellent.
I think to go back to the chamber for a second too. I think that not only is it important to be a member because of how much it helps the community, but I think a lot of people aren't aware. And so Harbor Light Montessori has been a member of the Cape Ann Chamber for the last few years, but also the Beverly Chamber. And I think it's important that businesses know what it affords you as far as advertising and events. If we have something happening at school that's open to the greater community, they're the first ones to put it up on their calendar of events. It shows up in their weekly newsletter. It shows up in their website, and the free advertising that comes with that. I mean, you pay your membership, obviously, which again, I feel like it's kind of like your civic duty if you're a part of a community. You pay for that monthly or that annual membership, but we put anything up there, and it's up there within like a couple of hours on their schedule and in their letter.
I think Brad.
Which is really,
I think Brad really hit it home. If you participate, it's the benefits you'll get are exponentially. Will come back to you exponentially. And if you don't, I the way I feel about the chamber is, the business community I feel needs to have a group that is recognized by the politicians. Like, so when there are issues that come up, you have a voice, because so many business people are so busy. Like, when my season starts, I'm not just about to get crazy. I'm going to be going to work at 4:00 in the morning, getting home between 5 and 7 o'clock at night. For me, 6 days a week. That one day off I have, I'm not necessarily going to be able to go to meetings or anything like that. But I know that there is a group that, in the case of some kind of tax classification or zoning or something, we have a voice that isn't going to get run roughshod over, because everybody's standing alone and doesn't have the time or the energy to fight these battles.
So true. True.
I think that's critical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
The governance committee at the chamber, they do the tax.
Tax classification.
Every year, it's a thing.
Ken is amazing.
Room tax.
Ken Wheel is fantastic. Yeah, and Ken, that's a difficult. Being in Ken's job is a difficult job, because you have to handle a lot of egos, and he does it with class and grace. And he's
Great guy.
He is a great guy, and he has the right temperament for it, because you have to have a certain amount of patience. Because I don't know that I could do it.
I'm sure you could.
You can see the patience as being head of GMG here when we all get together on production. But
every time, like 15 minutes before we go live, I'm a different animal.
Yeah.
I think
all of us are ready.
Don't feed the bear.
Yeah. All of us.
Yeah, I would say all of us.
I think that's fair to say.
I was fine.
Thank you, Lauren. Yeah,
So
they love to poke fun at me.
We've had a number of things wash up on this beach over the years.
You have
what? Well, bottles with notes in
It's a
it.
loaded question.
Have you?
messages in bottles.
Sure. Whales minke whale we had a few years ago, a torpedo, not a torpedo. Well, we had a torpedo. And we had a landmine, a water mine, a harbor mine, one of those round ones with the spikes sticking out.
Wow.
That washed up. We roped off the area, evacuated the area. The guy from Boston came out, drove right on the beach, went right up to her and kicked it. And he goes, "It's okay." And that was the professional we've been waiting for all day, And
any square grouper ever show up?
no. Deer. We had deer, fox. We have a coyote once in a while.
No, I mean a deer one.
Yeah.
You had a deer wash up?
Yeah.
Oh
Really?
no.
Yeah, we have sharks, minke whales, everything. Yeah, we had one whale that the New England Aquarium showed up, took samples, and said, "Well, good luck with that." And I go, "Whoa, aren't you taking it with you?" He goes, "No, it's yours now." And I go, "I don't want it."
It's yours
They
now.
stink too.
Oh,
They do.
They stink. All their, their innards,
Sure.
their gases kind of build up.
And we have a beach cam that watches the beach every night or during the day. And my brother-in-law from California called and said, "The whale's leaving." And I go, "What do you mean it's leaving?" The tide came up high enough that it went out like this. It looked like it was swimming away, but it didn't have teeth or eyes, or it was dead. But it went out to sea and never came back.
Wow.
So thank God.
Any cement shoes ever wash up?
No. Clothes, certain things, but
Yeah, but we do have a live beach cam that all of our guests
Live
love
beach
to-
cam?
Yes,
Yeah.
right on our
Wow,
website.
what's the?
So-
Do you have a link for that?
Well,
it's on our
on the
website, hit
on
beach
our
cam.
website, and
Yeah.
it just has the link.
So
The surfers love it. They don't have to get out of bed if the
Yes,
surf's not
the
up.
surfers use it all
people
the time.
absolutely.
Lots of surfers
when
behind you.
especially on storms.
Yes.
People love to get.
Yeah.
So Pat, can you? Did you put the website up in a link? Or are you having trouble with us?
CapeAnMotoring.com.
Yeah,
Thank
put it up.
you.
I'll do it again.
Yeah, if you could do that again, so
Yep.
people could find the webcam. Right now, here, this is what you might see. Right.
Yeah, there's about 15 surfers. Maybe not 15. I don't know. I have a obstructed view over here.
6.
6 surfers over there.
See, that's what they want. Alcoholics see doubles.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's good.
Do we have time for one interesting story? Or?
Oh, yeah, we have plenty of time.
Okay. I like you said, I could write a book. It just goes on and on and on. But there was one night that one of my desk clerks had a little bit too much to drink, and she called me and said, "You got to come over here because the Germans are in one of these rooms, and they know what I did, and they know who I am, and you got to come over here." And I said, "No, go back to bed." And she goes, "No, I'm not. You've got to come over." So I said, "All right, I'm on my way." And I went over. And she took me up to the 3rd floor, and she goes, "They're in there." And I said, "No, that's Henry's room." And she goes, No, they're in there." So I knocked on the door, and you've got a picture of this guy, Henry, coming to the door, tying up his bathrobe. His hair is everywhere. He goes, "What?" And I said, "See, this is Henry." And Henry goes, "Brad, you can check in as many nuts in this hotel as you want, but don't feel obligated to come up and introduce them all to me." He slammed the door in my face.
Oh my God.
Crazy Henry.
Oh.
That was years and years ago.
You want to get together with Nicole and actually write this book.
Let's do
That
it.
would be a great idea.
I would love to do that.
Nicole needs more projects.
I know,
She's not-
right?
she's
Just
not
add
busy
that to the
enough.
list.
Going on already.
Lauren, do you have boys that play hockey?
I have a boy and a girl.
Oh,
My
really?
daughter plays varsity hockey for the high school.
Yep.
And my son, he's his last year as a midget, I think. Oh no, he's got one more year as a
He'll
midget
be a midget.
for Cape Ann.
He'll be a midget next year,
Yeah.
right? For the
Yeah.
first time.
He's into golf
Oh, yeah,
right
for the
now. He's
first
doing
time.
great
Yes,
golfing.
golf.
So my wife is a hockey mom,
Yeah.
and so you guys.
Yeah.
I know you hockey people are a different breed, but you also a lot of times you hear they all say the same thing. They wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It's great. I mean, I mourn when hockey season ends.
Well, field hockey is next.
Well,
And-
say it
field
ends.
hockey.
oh my gosh,
Well,
she's
for me
tremendous
it
in
ends,
field
but,
hockey.
I love
Aria.
Yeah.
And Jack, what a golfer, because he did play hockey. The handball eye coordination, he cranks that right up and slaps that ball. It's amazing.
He loves to
He's
golf.
beating me now. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow, there
he's
you
only
go.
14.
Yep,
He's got a
14.
career in
But
golf.
the local hockey program is really something special.
It is in
Yes.
Gloucester, yeah.
It really, really is, and I think it's one of the best organizations for young people. The lessons that they're getting, beyond the physical stuff,
Yeah.
the way that these young men and women are handling themselves, it's pretty special. I know there's a lot of people that are, over the years are a part of that Gloucester hockey community. Rockwood too. But Nicole, did you want to speak to it a little bit?
Sure. I mean, again, another example of great volunteerism and community effort to get those kids on the ice all the time. I mean, it starts with the Learn to Skate program and then the cross ice, and it's all volunteers who are there early Saturday and Sunday morning to get these kids to fall in love with a sport that then leads to a lot of travel hockey and a lot of opportunity for families to really bond and come together and do tournaments. And you don't want me to, but I could go on forever about all the benefits that it's not just about playing the sport. I mean, the lessons that these kids get from interacting as a team and with parents and with grandparents. And I always say, even just like learning to check into a hotel and to thank the desk clerk and the people while they travel, they learn so much. It's so much a part
Lifelong
of
friendships
my
too.
kids.
Yes.
Yeah, my kids'
Did you
childhood.
post a photo? Was it you that posted a photo like after there's a baseball game and they're both hockey kids and
Yeah.
like on opposing teams, they're sitting down after the game, hanging out.
They were in the hot tub. It was Thatcher and Cade Cooper. Yeah, Thatcher plays baseball and hockey for Essex Tech, and Cade plays baseball and hockey for Gloucester, and they've been friends forever, just much like my boys and Jack. And after the game, they played each other. Essex Tech won. And then we went over to the Coopers, and they sat in the hot tub, and talked about their season. Yeah, it's great.
And win or lose, they all both teams hug and high five, and they.
Well, you know what I said after that is Essex Tech, Thatcher's team and Cade's team played 2 hockey games against each other and 2 baseball games against each other, and Essex Tech won one of each, and Gloucester won one of each. So it was nice. Yeah. So.
I have some bad news to share. I have to leave.
Oh.
However, I have some good news to share too. Brad and
You'll
Lauren
be
are
back?
going to shift down and going to catch Brad's good side now.
That wasn't my good side.
I just want to say thank you guys for having me anyway, and then continue on with Joey, Nicole, and Pat.
And I'll see you tonight.
And I will see you tonight. Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy.
Oh, this isn't my
Everybody
good
be
side.
careful. This is going to be Joey's.
Little
Oh
line.
my gosh.
We call this a line shift. This is a line shift right there.
They just saw my bad side.
Jackie
The sun
Shimataro.
is unbelievable.
Jackie Shimataro LaFlamme says she's a hockey nana and she's a proud hockey nana. And says hi to Nicole. Love the Kathy Bella says love the beach cam. Everybody says Kathy Barlow's husband is in trouble because that's why they didn't show up.
because they didn't show up.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I was like,
I'm worried about the weather, I think.
Oh, that's no excuse.
I hate to point out how beautiful the weather is.
Yeah,
Right now.
So don't let's show them this beach.
It wasn't.
camp
It was 2 days of fake outs. The last 2 days it called for rain,
Sure.
and it rained like just for the morning, and the afternoons were absolutely
big
gorgeous.
improvement, yes.
Yeah. Just here you go, Kathy Barlow. That's what you're missing right now.
Unlike the Cape Ann Motor Inn, I don't have any windows in my office, so often I'll go to work at 7:45 in the morning and then step out and be like, when did this happen? It's like 90 degrees and beautiful. If you stay here, you don't ever have that issue because you can see the beautiful weather all day long.
365 days of the year,
Yeah.
I look at this over 49 years. And it changes every day.
Are you guys open year round?
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
So not every place is open year round.
Right, we're one of the only ones.
So
Right?
this would be an absolute great place to come for a storm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're not directly on the beach. We're directly on the ocean at that time.
Yes. The beach is gone.
Pat
beach
was
is
saying
gone.
that she stayed here during a hurricane once?
Yes.
Really?
When our kids were young,
Oh, nice.
we stayed right here, and it happened to be a weekend that there was a big hurricane storm. So it was, I have pictures of the kids standing against the railing in front of our room watching.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the ocean's never come into the rooms at all.
Yeah.
In 50 years, the ocean comes up as high as this, but we're higher than the parking lot, and the parking lot's higher than the street. So it's gone 500 or 600 yards down the street
Oh wow.
without coming into our room. So we're very lucky.
Yeah, I would
We-
say so.
I have
We've
a bone
had
to pick
news.
with oh yeah, no, talk
We've
about
had
that first.
We've
then
had
I'll-
the news channels stay here during storms, like
Oh,
Channel
yeah.
7 and
Yeah.
Fox. And I just had a customer last weekend that said, I saw you on the news. We had to come check you out. So
Yeah.
I was like, great, thank you.
Yeah, we've been on 4,
So-
5, 7, and 25, and
Yeah.
10.
They'll stay right here and rent rooms.
Well, I can't imagine a better spot.
Yeah.
Because the hotel downtown is kind of inside, so you're not really getting the full brunt of what's actually happening.
Yeah.
And right here, if they have their equipment in their room or whatever, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to set up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do they ever set up right along?
Yes.
Oh, sure.
On the front
Oh,
here?
sure.
So they have a nice cover too.
We've had them go up to the 3rd floor looking down. It's been incredible.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a great.
Yeah.
And we're so protected from Thatcher Island and Milk Island and the point over here that,
But
it's
it
just,
still gets
this
nasty.
is the most sand we've ever had, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Really?
We lose about 4 or 5 feet of sand every year, and
The
it comes
winter.
back. And hasn't started to come back too much yet in the middle of the beach, but it will by July.
Really? Well, it's interesting because they dredged the Annisquam River,
Yeah.
and I have reports from some of my posts that it's all just back to where it was.
Oh.
After all the money that they spent.
Wow.
Wow.
It's scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
We
it just
actually- we
finds its level. and
We
it's
did
kind
have
of-
one storm. We had to buy sand.
Well, yeah, the governor said, Brad, you have
Few
until
years ago.
April 2nd to make repairs to protect your building. So I forgot how many yards of sand I got. It was 18
tons.
truckloads. And I put it right in front of the whole hotel.
Yeah.
So
it
we're
was-
going to donate. Well, we have guests that have been on the program before that have donated prizes for people that have shared that share the podcast. We're going to raffle them off at the end of the podcast. So you can hand them to me, Pat, and I'll put them on. Actually, you're right in front of
Why
that
don't I
camera.
do this? Just tell me how it looks.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
we have a
Bluefin blowout,
bluefin blowout T-shirt, size small. It's an adult size.
but it looks more like a medium.
and
It
it's
fits
that,
like a medium.
yeah.
It's
It's,
a dry fit
nice and
material.
roomy. It's dry fit material, very nice.
Yeah.
And we have
Awesome.
this beautiful hat. Oh, it's sealed up, so I don't want to take it out of the
Good,
package.
high quality though. Cape Ann sea salt.
Cape Ann sea
baseball
salt
cap.
hat. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I saw you talking to Anna Eves the other day. So guessing this is where that came from.
that's exactly where it came from.
So yeah, so it's awesome. So
Yeah.
those are the prizes today.
And we'd like to thank them for donating those prizes. That was very generous of them. So this afternoon, though, people are going to be able to come down here. You tell people to come down around 4:30.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a band. There's going to be food. It's going to be the chamber's going to do a little thing.
Ribbon cutting,
Ribbon cutting.
cutting the cake for the 50th anniversary.
Donut Jim's, was it?
Yeah,
There you go. What kind of cake?
Well, it's half chocolate, half vanilla, but it's a big sheet cake with our picture on it and a big 50 on it.
Nice.
So donut Jim. Jim's doing a great job. He's my hero.
He's your hero, huh?
Yeah, I love donuts.
Donuts in the lobby right now,
Yeah,
right?
some donut
Delicious.
chips,
I had
yeah.
half of one. I
Yeah.
can't lie. It was pretty
His
good.
bagels are fantastic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
donuts every morning, and my mom makes muffins and scones
She
Yeah.
for the
does.
breakfast. Yep.
Oh, I had a scone. It was fantastic.
Oh, good.
You know what I like about her scones? They're
What?
not like dust.
Yeah.
They're moist.
Yeah.
The moist.
Good scone.
A lot of
Good scones.
blueberries. Yeah.
Yeah. Does Howard Fish know about that?
No, I don't want to embarrass him.
You know the inside joke about Howard Fish, the blueberry pancake.
The Rotary Club.
No.
Rotary Club?
Only 8 blueberries per
Oh,
pancake.
is that what happens? Oh,
He
yeah.
counts them.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Yikes.
tell if you put more than 8 blueberries in a pancake.
That's just a challenge. We should find out whoever can find the pancake with 10 blueberries wins
Yeah.
a prize or something.
Yeah, then we got to have an
That'd be
audit.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the audit. Yeah, that's right. He's still going.
Yeah.
Jesus, amazing.
Yeah.
Have you ever been up in his office to see all the clocks?
He's not going to be here tonight because right now he's at a clock convention in Maine. And he said, Brad, I'm so sorry. I want to be here for it. You know?
Priorities.
Yeah.
Those clocks are his life.
Yeah.
He's all about it.
Can we talk about my bone to pick with these two? They mentioned all the famous people that have stayed here. You know who they didn't mention?
Nicole Shaft.
No. Well, yeah, they didn't mention me. I stay here often, but no. Who's our famous person from
Oh,
the
Adventure
other
Man.
Gloucester?
Adventure Man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Adventure Man,
Adventure Man.
after he finished
That must have
running
been a trip.
85 million
5,000 miles.
marathons, in a row, stayed here. But the reason I mentioned that is because they were struggling. If you remember, to find a place to stay, they changed their finishing point to Gloucester, Massachusetts, when they were going to finish up in Maine. Look at these beads. Yep, and they were having some trouble finding accommodations, not just for Jamie, but for his now wife and whatever else. And I reached out to Lauren, who I'm sure ran it by Brad, and without a blink of an eye, not only did they put them up for 4 or 5 nights, but did not charge them a penny.
Very sweet. Very, very sweet.
We do that in the wintertime too. And if the policeman can find somebody that's, it's below 30 degrees and they need a place to stay, we should bring them down.
Oh, wow.
The mayor has thanked us numerous times, helping to put in families that are fire victims and
Wow.
yeah. homeless.
So after that, I went to Gloucester, England, and I stayed with them.
Oh, that was right before COVID.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
And Gloucester, England is a lot like Gloucester, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's not gritty. Isn't the right word. Gloucester used to be a little bit more gritty, but it's kind of a working town, and it has a lot of pubs and a lot of great restaurants and a lot of great hotels. It's a little on the older side. It still has character and big cathedral.
I'm hoping to get there.
I don't know if it was like super special to me because it was Gloucestershire, and I had the personal escort of these people who are super fun.
Yeah.
There's probably better places, but I couldn't imagine a better. I had an incredible time.
Yeah.
So, but you put like Rome into the mix, the Amalfi Coast into the mix, the Greek islands, and Gloucester. It's a tough pull to not go to one of those, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
We've had the mayor of Gloucestershire County or Gloucester stay here numerous times. He brings his chain with him.
Yeah.
He brought his sergeant with him. They have a gold chain also. And there were people that stayed here from Gloucester, England, that thought they had the fisherman's statue. And I said, no, we've got it. It's so big. I mean, 300,000 people, I think, over there.
Yeah. But they're not on the ocean.
No. They're on the water, though. What is it? The Severn River.
The Severn River. And it's more of a canal than a river.
Yeah.
And there's a basin in the middle of Gloucester, and it's like kind of a courtyard that's built around the basin, and all mill buildings that have been just like a lot of the mill buildings around here that have been converted into cool upstart businesses and stuff, and restaurants and stuff. Whereas I bet you 30 or 40 years ago, you probably didn't want to walk around
that area,
those areas, and now it's like really awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, so tonight is the night. Come on down 4:30 and celebrate with Brad and Lauren.
Yeah, we got plenty of room.
Yeah.
Plenty of parking down free parking.
Yes, down at Beachland Ave.
And all the
lot
neighbors
down
said they're
there.
coming.
Beachland Ave.
The lot right before us on the
Sal's
left hand, Pratt.
Ricky Pratt,
Yep.
yeah. Just before you get to us, take a left, and it's right there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Rick's been great. Every time we have a major event or a party, he's
Helps us
always
out.
donated.
Yep.
He's
He's
another
great.
one of those guys.
Yep.
He's been around forever. I see him. He's still working.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's still getting after it.
Yeah.
Like, what keeps him going? I don't want to
This
do
view.
it.
This view.
There you go.
49 years.
49 years. All right. Well, do you have anything else you want to know?
No, I'm excited for tonight.
Bring your
Thankful
beach
that I know
chair.
they're busy and they let us come in this morning and took the time to sit with us.
Yes.
I know they have a lot of things racing through their heads that they need to be doing right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
So.
I'm very glad.
We're
Thank
gonna
you.
need more ketchup, I think, for the
This is
hot
great.
dog.
More ketchup,
Oh,
okay?
gosh.
More ketchup, couple coolers.
Yeah.
Good
Don't
stuff.
forget to draw.
We're
We
gonna
have
do.
6 shares so far.
We'll do the drawing right now.
Well, Joey does draw. You said bring your own beach chair, right? That's
Yeah.
the only, because
That's
obviously,
it.
yep.
Sit on the beach anywhere and just hear the music.
Yeah,
And come
that's
up
great.
for a hot dog.
Nice.
And a soda.
Excellent.
Let's see. So you said 6 pounds?
For the grab.
Six.
The beach
Do you want
towel.
to do it?
Shirt and
Beach
hat.
chair?
Beach
So
towel.
let us know.
Right now?
More
Yeah.
visible.
Hold on one second.
No, we'll take it for the next.
Okay, good. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So we'll mention. I'll go like this. So Brad, what did you have to say something?
Oh, we'd like to donate a beach towel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do this one so we have more exposure on the very
Okay.
next podcast.
Okay.
All right.
So tune into the next
So
one.
make sure you watch the next one if you want to win this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
That is nice.
It's a nice quality beach towel.
Am I
Right.
filling?
So Pat will take that and we'll do that at the next podcast.
That's
That'd be
right.
great.
Right. Here we go. So the way this works, if you shared it and typed shared, you are in this. You're numbered. Pat is holding the numbers, and we will. And so the 2 prizes are the shirt
The shirt
and the hat. And the first person that responds gets their.
And I will
first
bring
pick.
them. I am at Castaway's Vintage Cafe tomorrow for the marketplace,
So you can pick
9
them
to
up there.
4. I will bring them with me. You can pick them up there if you like. Castaways.
And Pat's gonna have all her awesome stuff there.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a
So you're gonna have
silhouette.
to help me because I can't see that.
All right, they're gonna have to take my word for it. You know what? I'll just move the camera.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, geez.
Hello.
Oh, that's a good shot right there.
Yeah, that's not a
Sure
bad
does.
shot. Let's go
I mean,
find
the ocean's nicer, but now I can
Okay.
see it. Okay.
Here we go. Ready and
Number 4 is Jackie Chimtaro LaFlamme.
there's two
Nice,
more
Jackie.
people sharing.
Oh, wow.
So I'm gonna add 2 more people. I'm gonna add it
Okay.
to 8 for the second one. All right, so we have up to 8 for this one. You have the numbers, right, Pat?
I do.
Okay, so this is, and whoever answers first gets their first pick, shirt or hat.
Number 8 is Nicole Caden. So
Who
it
just
pays
got in
to-
under the wire.
pays to come in late.
So,
So shirt or hat, and I will have them at the Castaways Vintage Market from 9 till 4 tomorrow. Sometimes they close a little early if the weather is iffy, so try to get there early.
all right, and don't forget 4:30. Come on down here. You can park in the Pratt's parking lot. Is
Yeah.
there a sign there?
Yeah, there'll be a sign.
There'll be a sign. Okay,
Yep.
plenty of parking, so don't let that
Deter.
deter you.
Bring your
Jack?
beach. Bring a beach chair, definitely. Yeah.
All right, that worked out great because the 2 different people just responded, and they each wanted
The
the
ones.
different things.
So shirt for Jackie and hat for Nicole.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go out today. We're gonna go out with the country singer. What was her name again? Annie Brooks.
Annie Brooks.